Fritz, do you ever do hot tub? Or would you prefer not? It's very unbalanced. It's very heavy, I'm going to tell you. It's unbalanced to the left, to the right. It'd be fine. All the weights on the right hand. That's better. Ellen, will you be the dresser? Getting time. It's going to wait for you. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. לי 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 לי. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. לי 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 לי. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Rabbi Alex and Cantor Frank are fine, no problem. They're enjoying a day off between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Well-earned day off for them. Shabbat Shalom. Shana Tova U'Metuka. Happy, sweet New Year. Please put your phones on silent. Today is, and tomorrow is Shabbat Shuvah. Shabbat Shuvah is the intermediate Shabbat between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Teshuvah, as you know, means repentance. So these 10 days from Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur are called Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, 10 days of repentance. The Haftarah that's read tomorrow from several different prophets starts with a selection from the prophet Hosea, whose first word is Shuvah. So that's why the Shabbat is called Shabbat Shuvah. Everybody should have a siddur as well as a song sheet. Hope I have. It's on sort of a gray paper. Does everybody have one? Let's start with Shalom Aleichem, which is on page 627 in your siddur. Page 627. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei elyon mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Tzeitechem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. We now invite to come forward Myra Horowitz and Hillary Hurwitz to light the Shabbat candles. You can follow along on page 120. Used to be a joke, how many engineers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Oh, those are the fake ones. The trick ones. Next, please join me in the Kiddush, which is found on page 123. Page 123. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 la. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'liti la 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 la, Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha, Ki mekor haberacha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavatechi la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha, Kumitzei mitoch ha'hafecha, Rav lach shevet be'emek habacha, V'hu yachmol alayichem la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 9, please rise and face the entrance to the sanctuary. Bo'i v'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, Toch emunei am segula. Bo'i chala, Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Please remain standing for the Baruch Hu, which is found on page 146. Mevorach le'olam va'ed. I wonder if Sarah Lieberman would like to lead us in the Via Hafta. I know you can do it. Please turn to page 152. We'll sing the Shema together. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam. Please be seated.
Adonai Elohecha, b'chol me'acha, u'b'chol nafshecha, u'b'chol me'odecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher onehi me'ayecha, hayom amenecha, v'shanatam me'echa, v'libayotam bam, v'shinatam me'echa, u'v'necha me'derek, u'v'necha u'v'necha, u'v'shartam me'o me'echa, u'v'yayu etafo v'neinecha, u'v'shartam al mezuzot v'techa, u'v'yisharecha, lema tizkeru, v'atzetem et kol mitzvotai, v'etem kedoshim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzi Elohechem me'eretz Mitzrayim, l'Elohechem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
We now turn to Micha Mocha on page 158. Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha nedar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot osefele, Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, Bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Se'eli anu v'yamaru, Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch, le'olam eva'ed. V'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov, u'ga'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Please turn to page 162 at the top for Vishamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, La'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, La'asot et ha-Shabbat le'doratam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishamru v'nei b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We're now at the point in our service where we have the tefillah, or the amidah. Please stand, turn to page 164, and since this is Shabbat Shuvah, there are a few additions. One of the themes is God is the King that we emphasize on Rosh Hashanah and during this period. So we'll see the word Melech come up in places, and we'll also have some additions for the new year. So we'll start together on 164. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, Lema'an Shemo B'Yahava. Here's one of the inserts. Zochreinu L'Chaim, Melech Chafetz B'Chaim, V'Chotveinu B'Sefer HaChaim, Lema'ancha Elohim Chaim, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Yezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Nofelim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Molcha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit Umechayeh, Umasmiach Yeshua is another insert. Micha Mocha Av Harachamim, Zocher Yitzurav Lechayim Berachamim. Ne'eman atah l'hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch ata Adonai HaMelech HaKadosh. We continue individually until page 180, and you'll find a few more insertions if you look hard, where it says for Shabbat Shuvah. If you're still davening, please continue. And the rest of us, let's turn back to page 178 for one of the additions to the tefillah. I'm going to chant it in Hebrew first, where it says Shabbat Shuvah, about a third of the way down, and then we'll read it together where it says grant abundant peace. B'sefer chayim b'racha v'shalom u'panasa tova nizacher v'nikatev lefanecha anachnu b'chol amcha beit Yisrael lechayim tovim u'leshalom Baruch atah Adonai Osei HaShalom. Together in English. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people, Israel, in every season and moment with your peace. And below that, this is actually the paragraph that translates what I chanted. In the book of life, blessing, peace, and prosperity, may we be remembered and inscribed by you. We and all your people, Israel, for good life and for peace. Blessed are you, Adonai, who makes peace. And we'll finish with Oseh Shalom on page 180. Oseh Shalom bimramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Oseh Shalom bimramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Ya'aseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. This is a season that many of us look forward to familiar melodies. Who doesn't get a chill or a tingling when we hear for the first time on the night of Rosh Hashanah? La la la, no. You can play it, you know. Read my mind. L'shana tova tikatevu, l'shana tova tikatevu. Okay. Everybody remembered the melody but me. One of the melodies that I enjoy is one from many years ago when Mr. Staley and I both prayed at Temple Bethel, which no longer exists. And this gray sheet that you got is one of the songs that Cantor de Bruin, Alav HaShalom, used to sing and got everybody practically dancing in the aisles. And if you, and I know some of you were members of Bethel many years ago, and you may remember this tune. You know, in the Unatana Tokef prayer, the highlight prayer of Rosh Hashanah morning and Yom Kippur morning, the prayer that begins, Unatana Tokef Kedushat Hayom, where we talk about God decides who will die, who will live, who will become rich, who will become poor, and all these other things, and then the different ways of dying. Who will die by drowning, who by strangling, who by all those fire, who will live out a normal lifetime and who a short lifetime. That emphasizes that God is in control. And this hymn, I think, expands upon that. It has metaphors that God is like the sculptor who makes a sculpture. It's like the glazier who makes something out of glass, blows glass. God is like this blacksmith who can forge metal into any shape. God is like the embroiderer who make beautiful tapestries, etc., etc., etc. This is a selection from the Yom Kippur prayer book that we use here, Gold Book. And let's just read a couple verses in English. So this is the English side, not the side with the song itself. Together, consider the clay in the potter's hand, stretched and rolled as the artist desires. So are we in your hand, our loving protector. Look to the covenant, not our imperfection. Consider the stone in the mason's hand, broken or kept whole as the stone cutter sees fit. So are we in your hand, creator of life and death. Look to the covenant, not our imperfection. That's enough. I left out the helmsman, like the rudder in the hand of the helmsman. God is like that in steering the ship. So we're going to try without music to play the melody that we used to sing to 30 or 40 years ago. And you can follow me, it's on the other side, please. Join me if you reckon. Ki hinei kachomer beyad hayotzer birtzoto marchiv uvirtzoto mikatzer kein anachnu beyadcha chesed notzer laberit habeit V'al tefen la yetzer laberit, haberit, habeit, habeit, ve'al tefen la'yetzer, ki hinei ka'even beyad hamisatet, birtzoto ochez, uvirtzoto mechatei, kein anachnu beyadcha, mechaye umot meit, laberit, habeit, V'al tefen la yetzer, laberit, habeit, v'al tefen la yetzer. Let's jump to the last. Ki hinei ki zechuchi chit beyad hamizageg, birtzoto chogeg, uvirtzoto mimogeg, kein anachnu v'yadcha, ma'avir zadon v'shegeg, laberit, habeit, v'al tefen la yetzer, laberit, habeit, v'al tefen la yetzer. Thank you. That was amazing, Paul. 30 or 40 years. During this season of repentance, I would like to inject a little bit of levity into the Devar Torah tonight. Can you think of a place in the world today, outside of Israel, outside of Rockland County, where the Cantor used to live, outside of the Williamsville section of Brooklyn, where Jews are a majority? Any guesses? Or? I'm sure there are places, communities like that. Yes. Is that in Rockland County by any chance? Well, the place I'm thinking of is in New York State. It's in Orange County. No? Well, that's true, but this is an institution. It's called Otisville. Anybody heard of Otisville? There's a medium security prison in Otisville, and next to the medium security prison is a minimum security prison that they call the camp. The camp is a most desired place to go for Jewish white-collar criminals. This article that I read is from January, and Michael Cohen, President Trump's former fixer, that was his first choice, where to go after he was convicted. And it wasn't up to him, really, it wasn't up to the judge, but the Federal Bureau of Prisons approved that he could go to Otisville Camp. It's called a satellite camp. Bernie Madoff wanted to go very badly, but one of the rules they have is your sentence must be 10 years or less. Now, Bernie Madoff's sentence was 150 years, so he did not qualify. I want to read a little bit from this article to tell you what we're all missing. But Michael Cohen chose a shabby, low-slung building 75 miles northwest of New York City with an antiquated weight room, an uneven tennis court, and no swimming pool. So Bernie Madoff actually wound up in a minimum security prison in Pennsylvania, which is a country club compared to Otisville, because it had the best of everything. But it didn't have a huge Jewish population. So instead of getting a filter fish like you could get at Otisville anytime you wanted, he had to dine on lobster and filet mignon and wine. That's what I hear every night for supper there. What the minimum security camp at the Federal Correction Institution in Otisville, New York does offer is a rarity in the federal prison system, a full-time Hasidic chaplain who oversees a congregation of dozens of Jewish inmates who gather for prayer services 3 times a day. For a Jewish person, there is no place like Otisville, said Earl Seth David. Maybe you'll recognize some of these names. Earl Seth David is 54, a former inmate who attended kosher meals, religious classes, and weekly Shabbat services in the prison shul, a shared space where the Torah scrolls are locked up every night. As a Jew, there's no other prison you can get services like that, he said. Otisville's camp has long been the lockup of choice among Jewish white-collar offenders, including Sheldon Silver, we all remember that name, the former Speaker of the New York State Assembly, who was convicted on federal corruption charges. Mr. Silver, who is free on bail as of last January, pending an appeal, has requested to serve his 7-year sentence at the camp. Otisville is also one of the closest federal lockups to New York City, making it attractive to non-Jewish convicts as well, including Dean Skelos, the former New York State Senate Majority Leader, who reported to the camp in January to begin his 4-year sentence on bribery and other charges. Mike the Situation Sorrentino, the reality star from Jersey Shore, recently arrived at the camp to serve a sentence for tax evasion. The camp, which sits near Otisville's main prison, a much larger medium security lockup, has a population of about 120 inmates, including drug dealers and other street-level criminals with good prison records. But most inmates are Jewish, many of them Orthodox and Hasidic, and many are doctors, lawyers, accountants, and businessmen who committed fraud. A few also have backgrounds as ordained rabbis, and once inside, some assume a spiritual leadership role. Inmates periodically hold an informal vote to elect a gabbai to run the shul, which is currently led last January by a Hasidic man from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, who was locked up for arson and corporate fraud. There is never a problem reaching a minyan, or a quorum of at least 10 Jews needed to hold services at the camp, where inmates live communally in dorm-style housing units and sleep in bunk beds. The Orthodox inmates wear their tzitzit, fringe vests, under their green prison uniforms. Prison work shifts are scheduled around daily prayer sessions and Sabbath observances. Before many holidays, the men are taken by prison bus to a nearby town to use the mikveh. The list of prominent people at Otisville reduced to doing menial prison jobs is long. Ken Starr, now that name sounds familiar, a money manager who siphoned millions from his celebrity clients, wiped down mess hall tables during his stay, and Walter Forbes, an executive charged with securities fraud, mopped floors, according to former inmate. Hassan Namazi, an investment banker and political bundler associated with the Clintons, cleaned the bathrooms while serving time for his bank fraud. Now, since the article was written, as I said, Michael Cohen was admitted, and his job is working in the maintenance of the heating, air conditioning, and ventilation systems. Over the years, federal officials have sort of carved this place out as a special location to put Jewish inmates, said Benjamin Brafman, a prominent defense lawyer who has represented numerous defendants who have requested Otisville. There are kosher vending machines in the visiting room. The prison commissary sells yarmulkes for $6 and offers a kosher selection that includes matzah, gefilte fish, rugelach, and seltzer. Hey, it's not Zabar's. If you go to New York City, they say you have to go to Zabar's if you want Jewish-like delicatessen, like the old-time Jewish delicatessens. It's not kosher, but there's a chain of Zabar's, which has been around for a long time. Lawrence Dressler said, it's not Zabar's, but what do you want? It's prison. So Zabar's was in the news a few years ago for misrepresenting one of their products. They advertised it as lobster salad, but it was found to not have any lobster in it. Not that it has anything to do with kashrut laws, because they were substituting crayfish for the lobster. Well, crayfish where I came from, some people call it crawfish. While kosher meals, 3 a day, come in prepackaged trays, inmates make Sabbath and holiday meals from scratch in the small kosher kitchen, to be eaten in the shul on tables with bed sheets as tablecloths. You feel like you're back home singing Shabbos songs with the other inmates, Mr. Dressler recalled. The camaraderie helps take you away from the place for a little while. They describe later how they improvise or accommodate for Passover and for Sukkot. If anybody wants the full article, I have it as an email message. I would be happy to forward it to you. I remember reading a few years ago about a Rosh Yeshiva, the head of a yeshiva in New York City. And I think it was a Hasidic rabbi who was convicted of fraud. He was raising money fraudulently for his yeshiva, and as far as he was concerned, since it was for the yeshiva and he wasn't taking advantage of fellow Jews, anything goes, anything was okay. But he's in there too. Switching back to Shabbat Shuvah, the Unatanep Tokef prayer answers a question many of us have. How do we observe this period to the fullest? And the answer is right in that Unatanep Tokef prayer. The line that goes, Uteshuva, Utefila, Utzedaka, Ma'avirin et Roa Hagezera. And that means to improve our chances of getting into the good book, we should practice teshuvah, repentance, which according to tradition includes fasting. Tefillah, that's what we're doing here, and we did Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And then the last one, tzedakah, of course, is charity. And if your charity bucket is not completely empty yet, when you come to shul on Wednesday for Yom Kippur, I'm sure I don't know who's doing it this year, either Larry Pozis or Bruce Corris or Todd Sugarman will give a Yom Kippur appeal that will allow us to practice the tzedakah to the fullest. We'll now go to our Torah service, which begins on page 364 in your Siddur. And we need an ark opener. Do we have a volunteer? I don't know Sarah's brother's name. Would he be an ark opener? Ben? We already have a volunteer to carry the Torah around, and that's Charlie Vogel. Please rise. Just open the doors without catching your fingers. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah. Kvar Adonai Yerushalayim. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Look for the Sefer Torah that's closest to the end. Give it a pound. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Everybody. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh V'Norah Shemo. It's not in the book. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Turn. Gadolul Adonai iti, Oneromema Shemo Yachdav. You want to close the ark? Just the curtains. Go wherever you see people. Thank you. Nice job. Hashamayim have first Aliyah, the only Aliyah today, will be Rich and Ellen Caton. Open your Chumash, Pentateuch, to page 887. The Torah portion is Vayelech. It's a short Torah portion. The first Aliyah is only 3 verses, and it talks about Moses transferring the authority of the leadership from himself because he's getting old to Joshua. You can use this. Just the Torah.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kirvanu lavodato. V'natan lanu et torto. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. Vayelech Moshe, vayedaber et hadvarim ha'ele el kol Yisrael, vayomer aleihem ben me'ah v'esrim shana anochi hayom lo uchal od latzeit v'lavo, v'Adonai amar Elai Lo ta'avor et hayarden hazeh. Adonai Elohecha, hu over lefanecha, hu yashmid et hagoyim ha'ele milefanav birishtam. Yehoshua, hu over lefanecha, kasher diber Adonai. And Moses went and he spoke these words to all of Israel. And he said to them, 120 years am I today. I will not be able anymore to go out and to come in. And God, Adonai said to me, you will not cross this Jordan River. Adonai, your God, He will cross before you. He will destroy these nations from before you, and you will dispossess them. Joshua, he is the one who is crossing before you, just as Adonai spoke. Kiss here. Second blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher Koach. Yasher Koach. May God bless all those who have taken part in our Torah service today and all those who have participated in our congregation today, and hopefully provide a happy, sweet, healthy new year. Okay. Now you can go back.
Oh.
You weren't going to lift it. You were going to lift it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Have a seat. With the Torah in front of us, we're going to do the Mishaberach for the people on the sick list, which you will find in your prayer book on 370. But before you put the Pentateuch away, I wanted you to see something. We just read the Torah portion on page 887. If you turn to page 891, at the very bottom, you'll see the Haftarah that is read in synagogues tomorrow morning. And you'll see the first word is Shuvah, Shuvah Yisrael. Return, O Israel, unto the Lord thy God. And that's why this is called Shabbat Shuvah. On our Misha Berach list today, we have Judy Bardak, Jessica Cunningham, and if I mispronounce the name, please do correct me. Bobby DeBruin, Lynn Dubowitz, Sarah Freed, Howard Hilfstein, Greg Hill, Roxanne Cohn, Cindy Lieber, Bob McDonald, Gordon Middleman, Joe Ostroff, Stan Polanski, Max Sloan, Flora Sinet, Susan Solander, Deborah Sorensen, Stephen Zoller. If you have any other names that we can add to our prayer, please announce the name as I point to you. Sharon? Charlie? And we have Shana Bracha Bat Avraham and Shalom Ben Bela. Please. Misheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Please turn to page 374 as we put the Torah away. Please rise. Ben, we need you again. Would you mind coming back up and opening the ark, please? Curtis. Eitz Chaim He, which is on the same page, I think. Just wait here. Yeah, bottom of page 374. Eitz Chaim Machzikim Please remain standing as we go right to Aleinu on page 586. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, ha'teit g'dula li'otzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'goyei ha'aratzot, le'lo samanu mizbechot ha'adama, shelo Before we read the list of names for Kaddish, I would like us to read a little prayer together. It's on page 595 in your Siddur. I guess it's a little poem, actually. At the bottom, together. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. So it is with people that we love. Their memories keep shining ever brightly through their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These days we remember. We have on our yahrzeit list first Shiva, Lida Shunk, Evelyn Solomons. On our Shloshim list, Eldridge Baker, Alice Luft, Henry Padikoff, Lloyd Rose. On our seasonal yahrzeit list, Robert Algazi, David Arbitman, Betty Arwitz, Albert Ashkin, Esther Auerbach, Robert Barker, Leah Burke, Brian Bernard, Dora Brody, Irving Bunis, Charles Colbert, Dorothy Corwin, David Citron, George Engel, Ralph Epstein, Elfrida Feldman, Sidney Friedman, Edward Froelich, Marshall Levy Glickman, Isidore Gorovich, Nathan Gordon, Joseph Hirsch, Julia Kaufman Sugarman, Esther Kirchner, Faye Lattis, Eva Leshaw, David Levy, Saul Levinson, Max Lieberman, Jean Lyons, Adele Mueller, Leo Mueller, Belle Nosenchuk, Bernard Polikoff, Morris J. Pausner, Morris Reeder, Herman Rosenthal, Marjorie Schlisserman, Louis Shapiro, Edward M. Schulman, Max Slonim, Lawrence Solodky, Marshall Strauss, Leonard Teplitsky, Irving Wexler. If there are other names that you'd like to add to our prayer, please raise your hand or answer as I go around the room, point to you, yes. We're also remembering Tibor Baransky, Righteous Among the Nations. The Kaddish is found on page 598. If it's your custom to rise, please rise, and we'll recite Kaddish together. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach la'alam u'almei olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudesha b'richu la'ela u'la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'amiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Please be seated, and Joanne Marcusy will please read the announcements.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
A very, very special thank you to Harvey Horowitz and Paul Staley for a lovely service in honor of Shabbat. There is Torah study on Saturday morning at 9 a.m., followed by the Shabbat morning service at 11 a.m., and both events will take place at Canterbury Woods. Join Rabbi Alex on Sunday for Kaver Avot at Whitechapel Memorial Park at 1:30 p.m. for a brief service. There is bingo. It is back on Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and Queen of Hearts is over $2,000. High Holy Day tickets were mailed to members in good standing. If you did not receive your ticket, or if you have any other questions, please feel free to see me after the service. Please note that due to heightened security, it is imperative that you present your High Holy Day ticket when entering our building. Please join us next Friday for Erev Shabbat service at 7 p.m. And we want to wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. We'd like to thank Marcia Bougie and Mark Nightinger for being our service greeters this evening. Please join us in the social hall for the Yoneg Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Yasher Koach. Our final hymn tonight is Adon Olam, which you can find on page 625. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Na'asa V'chefzo Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra V'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora Vehu haya, vehu hove, vehu yiyeh betifara, vehu echad, ve'ein sheni, lehamshil lo lehachbira, beli reshit, beli tachlit, velo ha'oz, ve'hamisra, vehu eli, V'chai go'ali, v'tzur chevli b'eit tzara, v'hu nisi umanos li, menat kosi b'yom ekra, b'yado avkin ruchi, b'eit ishan v'a'ira, v'im ruchi geviati, Adonai li
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi
he's too vain to wear the glasses that he needs. I shouldn't say that so loud. It might still be recording, I don't know.
There is such a thing as contact lenses. Okay, well,
But he would need bifocals, and they may be hard to get used to.
yeah, my wife had a, she tried the things that are supposed to, contacts that are supposed to have like bifocals, just hated it.
Is it the type where one eye is far, one eye is close?
Yeah.
See, I don't have two equal eyes, so I can never get used to that.
I
One,
can't-
my left eye is dominant, does all the work.
I can't imagine what that would be like. No,
Glasses are not bad.
No, I don't mind them. You know, the only thing, this pair is not bad. This is the second pair of progressive lenses that I've had. What I noticed with the first, and to some extent, these do the same thing, but there's a focus zone in the middle.
You have trifocals?
Bifocals.
Yeah, but I have trifocals. So when you said middle, I was thinking of the
Yeah.
middle lens.
So when I'm
I'm
working,
using it.
when I'm working at the shop, the work table that I usually work at is, it's a little over 4 by 8 feet. It collects a lot of stuff when we're working there. If I go to pick up a specific tool, if I'm not looking straight at it, I don't see it.
It's out of focus.
Yeah, because it's somewhere off in the unfocused zone. Sometimes I actually use my playing glasses when I work there, because those are single focus, and they're set so that when I sit at the organ, they focus in arm reach.
That's what my little middle lens is
Yeah.
supposed to do, music and computer.
And they actually work better. But the weird thing is if I'm milling lumber, because I file my lumber rough sign, so I joint it, plane it to whatever size I need.
You have all that equipment yourself?
Yeah. And if I'm, especially when I'm running board over the jointer where you want to get a dead straight edge, I sight down that takeoff and I sight down that board, and my head is a little bit to either side. If I look this way, the board goes this way. If I look this way, it goes this way. I have to look straight down to see what it's actually doing. Because as you turn your head, it distorts shapes.
Sure. Like trying to catch a fly ball with a trifocal, or even bifocal. It moves,
Yeah.
zigzags from one lens to the other.
Well, I'll probably end up there sooner or later. Well, like I said, always a pleasure. So we will see you, sure we'll see you Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. And you're the only one who can legally eat and drink and be merry.
Well, we'll keep that book here. To let the candor know as well, but I should let you know that I am going to be out of town on the 19th.
That's the bat mitzvah.
Right. However, Dave Bott, who is playing at Bethsaida right now, is going to cover. He's played here before. He's played with our league before. So we'll make sure that he's got everything he needs, but he's proven fine.
I'm afraid to go out there, Kyle, they might lynch me.
Oh, I hardly think so.
Would you do that bad?
Did just fine,
You heard it.
as always.
No, sleeping.
Well, that's a good use of the time. It's a better use of the time. I'm thinking I should take this for tomorrow morning to Canterbury.
All your radar
Yeah. Are you scheduled to work here tomorrow?
Nope. I have a day off, aka a holiday.
Maybe there's nothing doing here tomorrow.
I'll be back Sunday.
Oh, yeah, Sunday, I forgot to ask,
You know?
it's too late to ask Joanne, maybe I can ask her now, to have the books, the kids are gonna come in here at 9 o'clock, and have to use the blue, this book here.
The thick one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
You
mention
wanna
it to her.
save it out ahead of time is what you're saying? 'Cause I can do it the second I come in, I can put them out.
Either way.
Okay.
I'll
make it
mention it
one
to
of them.
Joanne, so she'll realize you're doing her a favor.
the cars look, they have frost on
Oh,
them.
that's not good.
Well, it's condensation.
You don't have to
so-
scrape.
But I'm just like, oh